Hello, today we're going to be learning how to make indirect questions. So, what is an indirect question and when do we use them? Well, first we need to know what a direct question is. A direct question is what you might learn when you start learning English. They're very short, they're very simple, but they can be a little bit rude. For example, where is the bathroom? What are you doing? Where is your sister? When can I leave? What is your name? So the problem with this is, when can I leave? It seems like I really want to leave, and that could make somebody kind of sad or angry, like you're really excited to leave the meeting. Now in English, we can make a question more polite by making it longer. This is a bit of an exaggeration, but excuse me, sir. I hate to bother you, but if you don't mind me asking, do you know when it might be possible for me to leave? Now, that's a bit of an exaggeration. That's too polite. You might see that in a very formal situation, maybe in England or something like that. But for the rest of the world, we're going to learn a bit of a simpler version of the indirect question. How do we make an indirect question? So let's have a look at a to be question. Who are you? Where is the bathroom? This is the verb to be. So to make an indirect question, we need to find the answer. So answer the question. Where is the bathroom? The bathroom is upstairs. Now we can forget about the upstairs. The bathroom is. That's the answer. So then what we do is we add, do you know, or could you tell me? Do you know where the bathroom is? The bathroom is upstairs. Do you know where the bathroom is? Not. Do you know where is the bathroom? No. Do you know where the bathroom is? Could you tell me where the bathroom is? What about do or does questions? So, where do you live? What does your sister do for a living? Where does she work? Okay, again, the same rule. If you answer the question, you will know the structure of the indirect question. Where do you live? I live in New York. So, the indirect question would be, do you know where you live? Or could you tell me where you live? The problem with do you know where you live is you can only ask, do you know, when there's a possibility the person doesn't know. So, do you know where you live sounds a bit strange. This would be okay if you met someone with amnesia. Hello. Do you know your name? Do you know what your name is? Do you know where you live? Do you know who I am? So it would be better to say, could you tell me where you live? Meaning, I want permission to know where you live. You are free to say no if you want. You can say no. You can choose to not answer. But if you say, where do you live? I live in New York. It's a little bit aggressive. So, where does your sister live? Same rule again. She lives in New York. Notice she lives, third person, I live, she lives. Okay. Where does your sister live? She lives in New York. So the indirect question would be, do you know where your sister lives? Or could you tell me where your sister lives? Notice that the S is on the end. And modal verbs. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are verbs like can, can't, will, won't, should, shouldn't, may, might. These strange verbs that don't change. So the easiest way to find out if a verb is a modal verb is to change it from I to he or she. I live, he lives. So we get an S at the end. But if we say I will, he wills. No. I will, he will. It doesn't change. It's a very, very stubborn verb. So these words that don't change are called modal verbs. When will you go to New York? We answer that. I will go to New York in September. Again, so once we have the answer structure, do you know when you will go to New York? Could you tell me when you will go to New York? So, what are you doing? Let's try changing these into indirect questions. What are you doing? Could you tell me what you are doing? Why are you angry? Could you tell me why you are angry? You are angry because it is raining. That's the answer. You are angry. What do you want? Do you know what you want? You want an ice cream. Okay. Where is my laptop? My laptop is in the bedroom. Do you know where my laptop is? My laptop is in the bedroom. Same structure as the answer. What can I do to help? Do you know what I can do to help? I can clean the floor. I can cook dinner. I can tidy the house. I can is the structure. How should I help? Could you tell me how I should help? Okay, so can and should are modal verbs. I can, he can, doesn't change. I should, he should, doesn't change. It's a modal verb. And what should I wear? Do you know what I should wear? I should wear a jacket. Okay, so that's the end. I know this is a little bit of a confusing topic, but good luck with it. We might review it again in the future.